But this is supposed to be a pretty serious hurricane, so I'm honestly a little nervous about it. And rightly so, because Hurricane Milton was intense. This is a little bit of a different video today because I want to bring you an update on what Disney World looks like post Hurricane Milton. Got Disney Springs right behind me there. We're going to take a tour of Disney World property and kind of see what we can see. Latest from Disney is that the theme parks, water parks, recreation offerings, and Disney Springs are all closed today, Thursday, October 10th. There was thought that maybe the parks or Disney Springs would be able to reopen, but that does not look like it's the case. Everything has calmed down now. We stayed in our house, hunkered down, sheltered in place, and it was a wild night last night. Looks like we have some flooding over here in this area. This is not normally filled with water. Wow. I mean, some parts where the storm was hitting, they said it was over 16 inches, and that was several hours ago. The reason why I want to share this is because I remember back before I moved down here, I would always be curious about what's going on in the parks, what's the latest, and I feel so blessed that we live near Disney World now. So I wanted to keep you guys up to date on what's happening here in your happy place. Also, it's really important to me to be honest and transparent, so I'm not going to sensationalize anything, just truly going to show y'all what it's looking like post Hurricane Milton. They already have maintenance crews out working on cleaning up the area. They had a ton of debris in the back of their truck there. Wow. That truck's going to make sure the power is okay. All the gas station pumps are closed up and saran wrapped, closed at the Speedway right by Magic Kingdom. No monorails running today. Also so weird seeing Rural Drive this empty. Usually this road is packed out since it's the main thoroughfare through Disney World. I'm actually really impressed with how many of the trees have held up. Well, you can see there's a couple down there, but elsewhere in the area outside of Disney World, there's a lot of tree debris and damage. We feel very fortunate that we didn't have any significant damage to our house. Security at the front of the toll booth here at Epcot, making sure no one goes through. Interestingly, the hurricane back in 2017 here that hit Disney World is the reason I actually started this YouTube channel, and it's because I was on vacation right before the hurricane hit, and I had been there less than 24 hours before the eye of the storm hit, and so I was so curious how the parks had fared. I found people doing videos about Disney World on YouTube, and that's when I realized there's this whole world of Disney YouTube videos. So updating about the hurricane specifically is really something important to me. Last night was absolutely wild. About 12:30 a.m., it looked like the eye of the storm had passed over our area and was heading further east, so I thought that it would be a good time to go to sleep, and then we woke up at 3 a.m. and it was just chaos. I cannot even describe how loud the winds were. The rain was going sideways. It looked unreal. Big branch down over there in Old Key West. Port Orleans back there. I didn't grab a video of it, but there was a lot of debris by Port Orleans. I hope everyone's doing okay inside the resort. I do wonder if any of these trees that we're seeing down off to the sides were on the road at some point, because we're seeing a lot of down trees and large branches right on the shoulder of the roads. Oh wow. This part is completely flooded. Oh my goodness, wow. Oh my gosh, so weird seeing a completely empty Magic Kingdom parking lot. All the Disney buses just lined up. It's like we have some more drainage issues on this side. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of flooding. Those trees are not supposed to be in water right now. Wow. neon signs. This is the Magic Kingdom parking lot for cast members, and normally every single spot is filled up, but there's hardly any cars in the parking lot right now, which is insane. We went outside and our trash cans have been thrown around. They're the only things that remained outside. We put everything else inside. Like, one section of our fence had completely been just torn apart. There were limbs and tree debris flying everywhere. And even inside the house, it was almost impossible to sleep because the wind was just so loud. This was our first hurricane in our new house. We had no idea what to expect, if our roof would be okay, if part of our house would be blown over because it's an older home. It was a little panic-inducing, not gonna lie, but we are okay. And it looks like for the most part, so is Disney World, thankfully. But so many people in Florida were not as fortunate. So I'm gonna leave some links in the description where you can donate to disaster relief efforts, because not only here in Florida, but also the Carolinas are still dealing with that tremendous impact from Hurricane Helene. Anything we can do to come together and help each other